So anyways, I wanted to do a little overview of this. Now, this is just like first ride, first impression, because I just picked this thing up. I just pulled the plastic off of this just like a couple minutes ago. It's pre-assembled to spec and looks super clean because it's brand new. And it's a beautiful bike. So if you're not familiar with the Lite BX, like I'm new to this, but I'm not certainly new to mountain bikes, motorcycles, or even e-bikes. One of the first bikes that I ever tested for Recoil Magazine 6-7 years ago was an e-bike. And I even did a Discovery Channel pilot episode called Battle Tested, which is on Discovery Go and on their online network, where we pushed an electric bike out of an airplane. Like we jumped it and then we landed, broke it apart, and then drove it off. And we were testing the durability and reliability of the bike. But man, the bike was just like a reinforced mountain bike. I mean, it was built really well, but I don't think they had it as dialed as this one is. Now, maybe the bike is dialed. Maybe it is dialed, but that was 5-6 years ago. And being on this Surron, watching the videos like Surronster, I hacked that. I'm sorry. I'm just a new guy here. I think it's very viable for both recreation, obviously, because the technology is really good. I think it's caught up in scale. It's still very expensive, but compared to a new mountain bike, it's pretty close. First thing first, you got a rear brake, a front brake, your throttle, your key, your battery, and this will let you know your battery and where it's at. It's at 37%. This thing takes about 3.5 hours to charge. It advertises 2.5 to 3.5. I assume that's based on where it's charging. You remove the battery with this key, you unlock it. It's got an odometer. This shows you your speed. I haven't figured out that 47. I don't think I hit 47 miles an hour, so I don't know why it says the max. Maybe it's the max of the overall bike. It has your miles per hour. I think you could change that to kilometers via that number. And then it has your trip, how many miles you have on it. I believe that's 0.6 miles. It could be kilometers, because I can't imagine that's half a mile, because I didn't ride it except go in circles a little bit at headquarters. The mode for EP or sport, EP is economy. I don't know very specifically what it means, but if you know what EP means, economy plus, who knows? Then let me know in the comments down below for you Surron experts. All right, so this is the horn. Super loud horn, foot pegs, and that's it. It's got a fancy kickstand, foot pegs, and that's literally it. Now, what I don't like is these lights run full time when it's on, and I'm not a big fan of that because I know it draws power, and I don't want to draw a lot of power because I want to save the power for going fast. So I wish they had a switch, but I'm sure that would not be hard in putting a switch in. Around the yard a little bit. Yeah, baby.
I got stuck.
Yeah, you got the Jeep stuck in the ice.
Well, that's too slow.
That's smart because it's cold. Daddy, yeah.
Daddy, you show me how to put another finger on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Put your thumb. Yeah, pull this back. Yep. Yep, just like that. There you go.
I don't get it.
All right, so back to it. So here's a couple things. I really love the fact that this bike is like a mountain bike, meaning it's actually smaller framed than my full-size mountain bike. If you're riding this thing, people pay attention to it because it's cool. It looks cool, but it doesn't stand out like a dirt bike. One of the issues that I found, one of the issues that I found with having something like this, especially the Ultra Bee. The Ultra Bee is like the dirt bike version of this. It's built too big. It's 200 pounds and it looks like a dirt bike. That could be problematic when trying to stay semi-low vis. I mean, you're not pulling an Ultra Bee inside your workplace out of the elements. Yeah, I just love the aesthetics of this one. I'm not sure if this one's more robust and built differently than the normal version of this, Special edition wise, they might have added some stuff. That's what the guy said. They said it looks more upgraded with higher end parts. But man, I feel like I got a good deal for this. I'm not sponsored by Surron. I don't think Surronster is even sponsored by Surron. I don't think they sponsor anybody. And I sure as hell didn't get this for free. I paid for this on Facebook Marketplace and wound up paying $3,800 out the door. Now, what's really cool is we're going to be able to test this. I'm going to give you my first impressions riding it around. Look, I've ridden a whole bunch of e-bikes. It's just been a while, but I'm very familiar with a whole bunch of motorcycles. I had motorcycles on my teams back in the day. I grew up on motorcycles. I grew up in showing Harleys. Oh, that's awesome, baby. Push it up?
Yeah.
What do you need me to do? Just push it?
Yeah.
Here.
I don't want to push it out. I want to push it in.
Holy crap, dude. Watch those trees. Bob, get off of that. Be careful.
Daddy, why are you going the far way? Why?
Wow. That kid is full send. I don't know where he gets that from. That's weird. All right, so I want to know with my 40-liter disaster bag, which I have for my family, all of its partitions, all loaded out, which weighs, I assume, between 30 and 40 pounds. If I load that on my back with my 230 pounds, at 270 plus pounds, what do the numbers look like?
Oh, you're falling down.
All right, let's test drive this thing. That's max odometer. I'm gonna put it in economy mode and just roll out. So first thing I notice is the rear end sags, and that's probably just because I'm fat. On sport mode with the wire cut here. Couple bumps. And what I notice immediately is it doesn't have as much lag as the old bikes I used to ride. Look at that view right there. Wow. Utah never gets old. So let's see if I go downhill. Okay, as advertised, it's 45 miles an hour. Now that's downhill, kind of cheating. Jesus, look at that, how pretty that is. This is uphill. 30, 31, 32. So this is a really good uphill, so this is a good indication. Locked in at about 31, 32. Now, understand that these batteries really dictate the amount of output and power, so I'm not fully charged, so I expect it not to be as dynamic. But man, here, I feel completely stable on this bike. I mean, older bikes that I've tested, even at 25 plus miles an hour, I didn't feel comfortable. But this thing rides like a dirt bike. It rides really well. For my big ass, it feels pretty safe. Like I feel stable. God, look at that view, guys. All right, so I mean, I'm using the hell out of the battery on sport mode. It's already at 30%. I got up to 47 max. I mean, the big thing about this bike is, God, look how pretty that thing is. It's a beautiful bike. It's so stable. Oh my gosh. God, wow, this thing is fun. Whew. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but sure as hell would love a sponsorship. Woo, this thing rips. I mean, to have this much fun on my dirt bike is a lot of effort. And that's one of the problems with one of the drawbacks of dirt bikes. It's like, it's cumbersome. You got to load it up, you got to get gas, you got to do all the things. For this damn bike, you just plug it in. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe this thing. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's it, man. Oh, this is a blast. I am super stoked. I'm stoked to get this thing out and just build it and just test it and just do a whole bunch of cool stuff with it. I'm super stoked. Oh, all right, guys. Love you guys. Headed off to Patreon to do some underground content, but thought I'd give you first look. Appreciate you.